Jivradhamago Gopi Jana Vallabha Hribaradha Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Hribaradha Jana Vallabha Where is Dattu? Where is Dattu? Yeah, nobody to play karta.
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय।
लीला प्रभुपाद की
जय।
और
29. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
29.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashta Prayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. You choose here. Okay. Yata Atmritam Viryam Navada Prashavishyati Virye Tvadiya Rishaya Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. Oh, spawn. Yata Atmritam Viryam Navadha Prasavishyati Vire Tvadiya Rishayaha Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. Yata Atmritam Viryam Navadha Prasavishyati Vire Tvadiya Rishaya Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. पढ़ने का होता ना. Yataatmritam Viryam Navadha Prasavishyati Virye Tvadiya Rishaya Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. Yataatmritam Viryam Navadha Prasavishyati Virye Tvadiya Rishaya Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. Yatatmamritam Viryam Navadha Prasavishyati
Yata Atmavritam Viryam Navada Prasavishyati Vire Tvadiye Rishayaha Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha. Yata Atmavritam Viryam Navada Prasavishyati Virye Tvadiya Rishaya Adhasyanti Anjasatmanaha.
Ya Shi Te Vayu Atmabhritam Sonina Viryam, the seed. Navadha, 9 daughters. Prasavishyati, will bring forth. Virye, Tvadiye, in the daughters begotten by you. Rishayaha, the sages. Adhashanti, will beget. Anjasa, in total. Atmanaha, children. She'll bring forth 9 daughters from the seed sown in her by you. And through the daughters you beget, the sages will duly beget children. She'll bring forth 9 daughters from the seed sown in her by you. And through the daughters you beget, the sages will duly beget children. Tamacha samyak anusthaya nideshamma ushattamaha mai tirti shrita krita shesha kriyartho ma prapatyasase tamacha samyak anusthaya nideshamma usattamaha nideshamma ushattamaha mai tirti krita shesha kriyartho ma prapasyase. With your heart cleansed by properly carrying out my command, resigning in me, the fruits of all your acts, you will finally attain to me. With your heart cleansed by properly carrying out my command, resigning in me, resigning to me, the fruits of all your acts, you will finally attain to me. How? Oh, वो किधर है? ऑडियो सिस्टम कनेक्ट है. हाँ तो बोलो. कोई भी नहीं है. हाँ तो आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रहा?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
आपने स्पीकर सेलेक्ट नहीं किया. आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रहा? जूम में भी उसमें भी. मैं पढ़ देता हूँ. नहीं आ रहा, आवाज नहीं आ रहा. Here the word Tirthi Krita Shesha Kriyartha are significant. Tirtha means sanctified, place where charity is given. People used to go to the place of pilgrimage and give munificently in charity. System is still current. Therefore the Lord says, in order to sanctify the activities and the results of your actions, you will offer everything unto me. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you sacrifice, the result should be given to me only. In other words, the place in Bhagavad Gita, another place in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord said, I am the enjoyer of all sacrifices, all penance and everything done for welfare of the mankind of society. All activity, therefore, whether for welfare of the family, society, country, humanity at large, must be performed in Krishna consciousness. That is the instruction given by the Lord to Kardama Muni. Maharaj Yudhishthira, welcome Narad Muni. Wherever you are present, that place becomes sanctified because Lord himself is always seated in your heart. Similarly, if you act in Krishna consciousness under the direction of Lord and as the president, everything is sanctified. That's the indication given by Kardama Muni, who acted on it and therefore received the most excellent wife and child, as it is disclosed in the later verses. Abhi isko select hai. Om Jnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Swamini Namine Saraswate Devi Gaunavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Teshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Tvam cha samyak anushtaya Nidesham Pushattamaha Maitirti Krita Shesha Kriyartumam Prapasyase. With your heart cleansed by properly carrying out my command and resigning to me, the fruits of all your acts you will finally attain to me. इससे बाहर निकल आओ, फोटो शेयर करो. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया. So today all of you enjoyed nice kirtan, everybody. So now anyway, let us understand these points today. I thought I'll focus on purification, sanctified. Ushattamaha, completely cleansed. Shuchi, another word for purification is used as shuchi. No, that's Om Pavitro Va, like that. Shuchi. Anything which is pure, apavitra, impure, just by chanting the name of Pundarikaksha, Pundarikaksha, that is Krishna, what happens? Everything becomes sanctified, Shuchihi. So that is so powerful, Shuchi. Everything should be purified, sanctified. Most important is actually our life should be sanctified. But certain things will help us. We have two vidhis we are following in spiritual life. One is Bhagavat Vidhi, one is Pancharatra Vidhi. Both are important. In Srila Prabhupada time, there was some sannyasi and he was not interested in deity worship. Prabhupada said, no, you need to do both. Then you will be purified. Actually, we are following the package given by the Goswamis, where they stressed on both Bhagavad Vidhi and Pancharatra Vidhi. Both are needed. Kali Yuga, we know, primary thing is Harinama. By attentively chanting the holy name, our heart becomes purified. But at the same time, Pancharatra Vidhi also helps us. Pancharatra, I remember when he came first time to Bangalore. That was very long time ago. There will only one picture. That's all. And 2002, I think. And then what will happen is that nobody will come for any aartis. And people will come even without taking bath. So it helps us. Suppose it is said you can chant without taking bath also. Yes. But deity worship we cannot do like that. You know, you have to take bath. So if it was only Bhagavad Vidhi, then nobody will take bath only whole day. Not needed, no. You can. See, you will not worship the deity without taking bath. You have to take bath for worship. But you can do chanting without taking bath. So people will all adjust all this thing. So therefore, both are needed. You know, Prabhupada says particularly small children should be trained in that way. To go to temples, stand in front of the deities, and Kirtan Aarti is happening. Correct? Children are so restless, but they have to be trained. So we should not miss any opportunity. Our goal is purification. So every moment we should see what I am meditating upon. Bhayam dutiya anuveshita shat isha tapasya viparya smritihi. It says if their meditation is anything other than Krishna, then bhaya is coming. Fearful condition is going to come. So all the day, Why give a chance? Why not become strict? Why miss an opportunity? Why not meditation be on Krishna only, whole day, somewhere or another? Correct? So Shuchi, sanctified. Prabhupada, if you see sanctified, it says, the beads have been given by me to you, they are duly sanctified. And it's the nature of the beads. One will break and fall away. That's happened sometimes, one or two. Some devotee wrote, Prabhupada, what to do now? One bead has broken away. Prabhupada, that doesn't matter. Please fix it when you get time. And it's okay. Khandit hai gai mala. We also sometimes you had the mala people purchase made of wood. Wood means it breaks sometimes. It to khandit ho gai. That's okay. That's how it is. It is not made of some metal. Wood means that's how it is. Sometimes it breaks one. That's okay. So sanctified, the thread. Acharya said, I am giving you thread duly sanctified by me. So this is the process, purification. So Prabhupada says, I visited that center and I saw the kirtan and kirtan happening in ecstasy. The place is sanctified. He says like that. The place has been sanctified. Even people do the housewarming. Mostly they focus on all the Vastu, Homa and all this kind of thing. That doesn't really sanctify. Sanctification is by Harinama. So every house, why we cannot hold kirtan? What is the difficulty? True. Whole family can sit down and Prabhupada try to sing Prabhupada tunes. So simple it is. So simple it is. Whole family just plays kirtan and then this becomes sanctified, becomes so blissful. Whole family can be in ecstasy every day. But what happens, from the drawing room itself, there will be huge TV, 70, 80 inch, whatever they can spend, 50 lakh, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh people spend on that. Smart TV. Okay. True, you can hear Bhagavatam class on that. But at other times, you can use it for something better or have kirtan in the house. Family that prays together, stays together. Generally with the family, we share a dinner together. We all eat together. It is said in Krishna consciousness also we eat together. That's very good. What is that? Hari Bhakta Sangan. Chaturvedashi Bhagavat Prasado. Then Chaturvedashi Bhagavat Prasado Swadana Tripta Hari Bhakta Sangan. So all should come. In fact, many temples, they ring a bell. Dang, 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 everybody comes. And they sit together, they eat. And at that time, sometimes they even hear. They hear Chaitanya Charitamrita, something they hear daily. They hear for 15, 20 minutes. Everybody is hearing Krishna Katha. Whichever way, but Hari Bhakta Sangha. It's a family that prays, take prasadam together. Why not have kirtan together? At least once a week. And that way, it is very easy to encourage small children. Because small children, they want to participate. They can sing, something. And then you feel so happy. Whole family feels very blessed. That's an opportunity. So sanctification, we have no other goal. The only goal is purification. Therefore, Prabhupada says, strictly follow the rules and regulations. Otherwise, where is sanctification? Where is purification? So follow the rules and regulations. Chant Hare Krishna, follow Bhagavad Vidhi, Pancharatara Vidhi. Even we say the Shuchi word comes even in Ashtanga Yoga. Shaucha Deshe, Ekaki, in the 6th chapter. They will sit in a forest alone. Ekaki, Shaucha Deshe. Prabhupada said, go to Himalayas or so many holy places. After every few kilometers in a isolated place, you will see one person trying to do meditation, even today. Not like Rajpath mein sab baith gaye 1 lakh log. That is not meditation. That is something. That was Ashtanga Yoga. Some people try. It's not recommended for people like Kali Yuga, but some people still try. That's fine. But why don't you do? Yesterday somebody was telling about sound bath. Very popular in America now. What is it? Sound bath. And they bathe themselves with some. Why not bathe yourself with the holy name? So they said that before a program, we call it sound bath. A lot of people come, sound bath. and nothing. You repeatedly hear some sound. Hare Baba, why not hear Hare Krishna mantra? So they made it very popular. Sound bath, they say we are promoting Hare Krishna Kirtan in the same term. If you don't say Hare Krishna mantra meditation, previously used to say, people are coming. Now it's a sound bath and people come. So you can sanctify yourself by the vibration of the holy name. There was once devotees did a program, I told you this, in particular city. So then what happened? There was a huge response. Thousands of people came and they're very happy to hear the Harinama for a long time. People are ecstatic. In fact, Srila Prabhupada used to go to even top universities in the world on always to Kirtan. And people used to jump and dance. The whole audience will be jumping in very ecstatically. So this happened. So devotees did a program. In the same city, there was another so-called spiritual organization. Don't want to name them, waste of time. They are unlimited. So then what happened is that they felt little, we were there 20, 25 years and no following, nothing. And suddenly these people came, thousands of people are following. So we will also do Hare Krishna Kirtan. They don't even believe who is God, Krishna. They don't even know what is Krishna. We will also do Hare Krishna Kirtan. Okay. So they told Prabhupada, they're also planning next week on the same big auditorium to Hare Krishna Kirtan. Prabhupada said they can try. There is a difference. Prabhupada, what is the difference? Their mind should be purified by the chanting of the holy name. Mind should be sanctified. Then you can produce an effect. We should see when we are singing, we have to share the ecstasy of the holy name. But how can you share when you are not feeling? Correct? कीर्तन के बाद कभी ऐसा होता लगता है कि ये लोग खुश होंगे नहीं होंगे. इतना तो जान लो, आपसे तो खुश कोई नहीं हो सकता. अगर आप खुश थे तो वो भी खुश होंगे, है ना? You can only share what we have. If you're feeling ecstasy, we can share the ecstasy. That's why proper chanting is so important to hear, because he's feeling unlimited ecstasy. And how much you can go, that is there, that much ecstasy is there in that. The holy name is always pure. So sanctified. He says, my devotees are convinced of the purifying power of the holy name. So when they chant, that is very effective. True? Sampradaya vihina mantra te nishphala. It will not have effect when it is not chanted properly with proper consciousness. It will just be like a music. Just like we are distributing prasadam. Somebody said, I'll cook some bhoga and distribute. Yeah, distribute. It will have no effect. Prasadam has effect. Bhoga has no effect. So when devotees chant the holy name of the Lord and non-devotees want to imitate it, it will not have the same effect. So therefore, we should be able to produce spiritual vibration. We have to produce from our mouth spiritual vibration. To do that, we should be pure. That's why Balaramji removed Romaharshana Sutta from his seat, because he was not pure. Right? When we're chanting, we are giving a class or doing kirtan, we are thinking we are Mohini Murti, we are distributing ecstasy. But we can be Putana, distributing sense gratification. Correct? Anna? So for that, we should be purified. The Prabhupada says somebody not following regulatory principles should not dare to sit on Vyasasana. Because then he's not distributing ecstasy, he's not distributing pure holy name, he's distributing sense gratification. He's enchanted by the sense objects he will distribute. In our heart, whatever ecstasy you have, you can distribute. If your heart is ecstasy of sense object, you'll distribute that. Therefore, the heart should be purified by the chanting of the holy name, and it should be made kind of a honeycomb. So the bees will come to collect honey. A pure devotee, when he opens his heart, it is full of ecstasy. Therefore, what we call association. What is association? Association means feeling somebody's heart full of ecstasy. But a non-devotee's heart is full of sense objects. It is stinking. वो खोला तो मतलब बदबू आती है. Right. That is the heart of a non-devotee, full of varieties of sense objects. So what will he share? He's only a sense object to share. He will share his enchantment by Maya. But a pure devotee shares Harer Gunakshipta Mati Hi Bhagavana Madaraini. Suta Goswami says, my Guru Shukdev Goswami, his heart is full of ecstasy of the different qualities of Krishna. Sanctified, duly sanctified. So let us focus to sanctify our existence. In fact, any place where it's very difficult, but you feel it. I still remember we were all together in Bangalore, the 50 devotees that are involved in building the temple. And we were having nice chanting, very nice kirtan. And people used to tell when they enter, they feel some vibration. अपने को भी लगता है कभी जाते हैं कोई तीर्थ स्थल में जहाँ I remember there was one lady, a very nice devotee, and she was day night reading Prabhupada books, day night, very sincerely reading. So I happened to visit their house and I could feel vibration. You feel when entering, the place has purification. So a place becomes sanctified. Even a pure devotee, when he visits a particular place, that becomes sanctified. Even one visitor, we go to Pachika. Madhacharya was there for some time there, 9-10 years, before he took sannyas. Even to this day, people go there. Place has been sanctified by somebody who had intense desire to serve the Lord. So if your heart develops intense desire to serve the Lord, you can sanctify that place. You sit on a chair, the chair is sanctified. Like Srila Prabhupada, wherever he visited, all the ISKCON temples, whatever he used is kept preserved. Nobody uses the rooms, nobody uses the buckets and mugs. Why? What is the argument? Suppose Narad Muni visits your house, okay? And where he sits, that place is sanctified now. Nobody should sit on that. True? You understand? For bucket uses, that has also become sanctified. Whatever it touches becomes sanctified. Appa? True? Krishna, the same thing is true for his pure devotees. Their heart is full of intense desire to serve Krishna. Fire. Like Jwalamukhi, they desire to serve Krishna. So whatever, they even sleep somewhere because that they're sleeping with the intense desire to serve the Lord. Even bed is preserved. You go to Bhaktivinoda Thakur house in Mayapur, everything is preserved. Even the glasses is used, that is also preserved. Even though it's matter. But because that matter was used for Krishna service, it is now spirit. Therefore, Acharya's body is sanctified. We never burn the body of that Acharya because it is pure and sanctified. Even though it is so-called made of matter, to look at it as matter is considered an aparadha because the body is fully absorbed in Krishna's. You understand? Therefore, Acharya we don't do. We don't do samadhi. We don't burn that body. True? Particularly sannyasi's body is never burned. Even that's an etiquette. His body is always given a samadhi. So it is expected that his body was used for Krishna service. He dedicated through renunciation his all body for the Krishna service. Therefore, it is kept in that way. So sanctified. There is when Vidura came to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Yudhishthira Maharaj says, Tirtham kurvanti tirthani. My dear Vidura, you can convert place to tirtha by your visiting because you're carrying the Lord in your heart. In fact, we have the very nice instance of Narad Muni was small child. And they were the great acharyas, Bhakti Vedantas. Prabhupada calls them Bhakti Vedanta, visited that place. Machita, Matagata Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Katyantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. They were delighting in ecstasy of discussing about Krishna. And Narad Muni, even though he was a small boy, became silent. And he was seeing that ecstasy. Wow, they're so happy. Generally, children are playful. He was not playful. He was attentively listening to their katha as a small child trying to absorb their ecstasy. And while going, they just blessed the boy very nicely. They gave him sometime their own prasad, Mahaprasad. He ate their Mahaprasad. He just did some simple service to them. Just by that, he became an advanced devotee, unparalleled in the history. So Prabhupada said, why don't all of you become sincere? Because what happens in a temple, in an association, We are serving each other. So Prabhupada says, if you are all pure, by serving each other, you become very advanced. Because suppose one person serves another person and he's very spiritually advanced, he also gets blessed. But suppose we are sincere, that will happen. Otherwise, that will not happen. Okay? So we may pray, sometimes we pray, but how to pray, if you're not following regulated principles, if you're not sincere in our devotional service, then the prayer will not be very pleasing to Krishna. We are not in attention of Krishna or the Guru when we are not following the rules and regulations. So sincerely follow rules and regulations, they get sanctified, and then attentively hear the holy name, you get more sanctified. I read about Shastra, I get more sanctified. Distribute the holy name and the message of Krishna conscious people to become even more sanctified. Like that, we continue our Krishna consciousness. Okay? So the purification, sanctification, that makes us different. The devotee, his ornaments are his sanctification. Devotee's ornaments are not his dress. Titikshava karunikaha suhida sarva bhutanam ajata shatrava shantaha sadava sadhu bhushanam. What are the abhushanas of a devotee? He is very tolerant, he is very merciful. Titikshava karunika, he is a well-wisher of all. Suhida sarva bhutana ajata shatravaha, his enemy is not born. Sadhava sadhu bhushanam. These are the qualities of a sadhu. Very tolerant, very merciful. So these are the devotee has to develop these ornaments. When I was recently met one person, and he gave a very good donation also to the temple, and we were there with him 1 hour. We were talking to him. He was the head of a college. He was telling us how he was in America and everything was not going very nicely. So suddenly, he was even leaving his PhD, coming to India, not feeling, things were stuck up. So at that time, he said, I met one devotee of ISKCON, just met him. He knew I'm in difficulty in so many ways. He said, you can use my car. He even gave me some money. You can return me later, no problem. Okay? And give me so much encouragement. And he said, because whatever I am today, I'm so grateful to him. At that time, there was nobody to help me. Somebody just came forward. I don't even know him. I just met him one time. Because the person, by his very nature, I was wonderstruck. Wonderstruck. You understand? See, and there's so much helping the person was. I don't even know him. He lent me money. He was so touched. You got it? He gave me his car. He had an extra car. You can use that car because in America, without car, you cannot survive. So he said so much help he gave him. Encouragement also. Then I finished a PhD. Then everything, my life becomes settled down. So as devotees, we are, our character should be very wonderful. They see sanctification of the person's character. Shubhada. I told you many times, Shubhada. When somebody chant the holy name of the Lord, first thing is Klesh Agni. His all anxiety should disappear. Devotee should be very peaceful. Even in terms of any anxieties are there, but he's very peaceful. That's the first symptom that he has taken shelter of the holy name of the Lord. And second thing is Shubhada. Wonderful qualities start appearing in his heart. I could not believe somebody is so kind. Said I was touched. You got it? So people in the beginning, they do not see. There was one devotee, I remember he was talking, he's a big, very senior devotee. He was telling me, let us be a gentleman also. No? We say we are devotees, but we shouldn't be gentlemen. What you are devotee, people cannot see in the beginning when they come to temple. They don't see that. They see gentleman nature. I remember my time, why I decided to join was when I saw the devotees in my college. They're so gentle. They were serving prasadam. I was touched by how humbly he was serving prasadam. And how they were talking to each other with so much affection. True? Not some dry philosophy. So we should sanctify. We say, we remember, I think some of you came to Mayapur and when Prabhuji was there and he was so much encouraged us. He came 2 times to take class. What is the name? Still there. Jivanath Prabhu. And he was in so much happiness. All of us chanted, danced and everything. You remember? So he was telling, if I come to you and I say, yes, I have been practicing Krishna consciousness, you should chant Hare Krishna. He will be ecstatic. We should show happiness in our face naturally. True? Yeah, you can chant Hare Krishna. Try. Who will chant? Great. So there should be qualities manifest, sanctified. Om apavitro pavitro va. Whatever the condition may be. The moment we remember Pundarikaksha, the whole thing becomes sanctified. Yas paret Pundarikaksha bhavet suchihi. Okay. So anybody should take shelter therefore, and here there is this place is purified and sanctified. As I told you, that's why now Swayambhuva Manu will come, and even though the emperor, he can notice the vibration. Now, where this vibration we do say vibration. Correct? People talk about, I went to a temple and I could feel the vibration. I was feeling ecstasy. True, no? Where is this vibration? Now, there is Bhumi Anulo Vayu Kham. That is in the Kham. Now, that's your analysis. You analyze Kham. Kham is not empty. Because you can take air out of the place, also still the vibration remains. So it is not in the air, it's in the Kham. Now, what the Kham does, I don't know. But there is something in that place. A lot of people used to tell me when you're in Bangalore those days, we had a small temple, 50 devotees. It's almost staying in kind of a hut. But people used to come and enter. I feel I have some vibration there. I feel so much ecstasy. People used to tell us. And things kept developing, and a beautiful temple for the Lord came. And similarly, the moment you do aparadha, the whole place becomes impure. Whole place becomes khichdi. There is no thing. So therefore, the devotees should work together, keep the atmosphere sanctified. So in a happy atmosphere, we can together serve Krishna, and we keep developing Krishna consciousness. And people who come, new people, because we are in a missionary movement. A lot of people come to us, and other people come to meet us. They feel very purified in association, and they continue to come. Okay, thank you. So I hope you all enjoyed big kirtan today. Hare Krishna. उसका निकाल दो पांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Prabhuji,
Krishna, thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.